Hi everyone, this is Brad from Board Game Geek. I'm here with Josh from D3 Go. And we actually met you guys last year. We kind of ran into you here at Gen Con. You guys are back again this year, which is cool. You've got Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest, which I know I was a big fan of. I've fallen off a little bit, but I need to get back into it. So can you guys tell us kind of what you guys are doing here at the show as far as Puzzle Quest is concerned?
Yeah, so we basically just pushing it out again, making getting it aware around people that play board games but might not play it on their phone so much. So it's a great opportunity for us to come out and grab Magic fans that may have stopped playing the card game, but they still like the game. That's actually our biggest audience, is people that have stopped playing the actual card game, and then they come to this, and then it gets them excited about the license again. And right now we're pushing all of our new content, which is we've caught up to the releases of the card game, so we're up to Hour of Devastation. Back when we talked to you last time, we were a few months behind. Right. So as we were newer and they have been around for a while, so we're catching up to them, and now we're about 10 days away from them. So they release the cards first, and then we release 10 days afterwards, just so that we don't give anything away, that kind of stuff. So that's one of the major stuff is that we're just caught up. We're working on a lot of simultaneous events now. So I think last year we only had maybe one event running at a time, and now we have multiple events that all give the player different things to go in. And if they're more into PvP, they got PvP, or if they're more into story, they got story. And there's so much going on now, so it's a lot more involved.
Cool. So when you say you guys are caught up, how closely do you follow the sets? Like, they, I guess, influence the new cards that are introduced, as well as like new story elements?
Yeah, so we get the new cards of like a couple months before they release from Wizards, and then we go through and figure out how to gamify them, basically, to take the mechanics of how they work in the game. So we have all the new major features of the card set in the game in our game version, and then we take the card art and that they actually use for their cards and put them in the game with our gamified rules, basically.
Cool. I know you're showing off a new Planeswalker here that you guys will be adding soon. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so exclusive to the Gen Con, so if anybody comes by at Gen Con, we have this new Planeswalker named Samut. She's a green-red Planeswalker, and she's really badass. I don't know if I can say that, but she's super tough. She's not out actually in the game yet, so new players that come by will get her. If they just say, "Hey, I'm playing the game," we'll give it to her for free.
That's pretty awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about her abilities?
Yeah, so she's got some pretty devastating stuff. She's got a striker, which makes people do double strike, which is super buff in our game. It just hits people twice, and then Affliction, which gives every creature you have the Afflict ability, which is in the new ability in Hour of Devastation. And lastly, the Test of Might, which creates a support, which basically deals an extra 8 damage to the creature or the Planeswalker that you're fighting. Okay. So she's pretty buff.
Cool. Do you have a color that you prefer to play or mix up?
I'm a huge Liliana fan, so I always play as Liliana. But I like red a lot. And what is great about a green-red one is the green, you get all the benefits of the extra mana coming in. Yeah. And then the red is so devastating with the creature attacks and, all of the crowd control that you can do with red. So she's great, but I just love Liliana.
That's awesome. I always tend to trend blue, but I'm trying to branch out a little bit.
Yeah, blue's fun. It's very cerebral, right? It's very hard to figure out what to do. When you get a good match together, you can just punish the other guy and make them hate life, which is great. But and that's what I like about the black too, is the black will have a lot of things where it's killing all of their cards as they're trying to build them up and get the mana for them. So I love the black abilities for that reason, But yeah.
Well, it's awesome to see you guys are still supporting it. Are there plans to continue to support the game for the foreseeable future?
Definitely. Yeah, we have a lot of great stuff coming soon that we hope to announce soon, but we're not talking too much about it yet. But yeah, the game's definitely going to keep going.
Cool. Yeah, well, we'll have to. Hopefully, I can dive back in soon, and some of our fans can as well, because it sounds like, if you want that taste of Magic the Gathering, but maybe you don't have the ability to go down and buy cards each week, this is a good way to do that.
Yeah, or if you don't have anything to play with, you can play with other players, right, online and stuff like that. So it's another opportunity to play if you don't have anybody to play with.
Cool. Well, thank you so much. It sounds like a really I'm happy to see it keep growing, and I hope I can catch up with it soon. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.